It looks like he's ready to get ready to poop. He's pooping! Cow pie in action. All right. Well, that was sort of polite of him to move away while he did that, actually. Woo! Ooh, mama. Clay has to go through several processes before it can become a ceramic sculpture. So when clay comes out of the ground, it's got poop and rocks and stones in it. And when you buy clay out of a store in a bag, all that's been combed through, so you're not going to get much of that in your bag of clay. But this is basically it. It's wet clay, it's blobby, and it's kind of looks like nothing. We can shape it and mold it into whatever we want. Then we have a rough shape like this. I've worked with this for a few days, and I'm still able to move it pretty well. I could take this arm off or make a hand on it, and the clay is still pretty forgiving. At this point, the clay still has a lot of water in it, so I can pretty much add or subtract anything I want pretty easily at this point. Over here we have a different kind of clay, so it looks to be a different color, but as you can see, it's pretty hard now. This is called leather hard. And at this point, I can't make too many structural changes like I could with this, but I could do fine detail work on this piece. Then we have this piece, which is kind of one I forgot about, and it got really, really hard, and we call this bone dry. And at this point, all the moisture in the clay has evaporated, and really not too much you can do about this at this point. You might be able to scratch into it a little bit, but if you're happy with your piece, after you let it get bone dry, you can put it in the kiln and it gets fired. And then after it comes out of the kiln, it becomes like this, where you can hear that little tinging sound, and that means that it's been fired, or bisqued, which is the term that people use for something that's come out of the fire, maybe 2,000 degrees or so. Now, if you want, you can glaze a piece, and that is where you can paint it with like a thin layer of glass. A lot of potters do this because then you can use anything you glaze to eat and drink out of, because then it's food safe. And it's also pretty colorful. So I'm headed out to a house for a very special house sitting gig. This house has a lot of farm animals on it that need some extra TLC while their owners are away. And I am the person for the job. Not going to be able to go to the climbing gym for a few days, so I'll have to find a place in the barn where I can do some pull-ups, but I think I can handle that. And then after that, I'll be heading up to New Jersey to meet with Siobhan to talk with her about a horror film that she's looking to make. I'm feeding the doggies. If you look at me, I'm a little bright red right now because I was out running up and down the driveway. So I got a nice run in on a beautiful day. There's clouds everywhere, just flying across the sky because it's so windy. But it's kind of magical out here. We have something very special behind this door. I don't know if you can hear it. But hey guys, how you doing? I'm just going to change their water out because they wind up getting little shavings in their water. I'm going to top off their food in their feeder. I know, I like chickens. I like chicks, and they make these adorable little chirp, chirp, chirping noises in there. And sometimes when you go in, they're all sleepy, and I get a little nervous when they're like that because some of them just lie there like they kind of look like they're dead. Here's your water. Come on, little piggies. Hold on. I'm just gonna go feed the pigs. How you doing today? Ooh. Come on. Your food over there. Ha 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 ha. Finally, got it down. So this one right here is Finn, and he's the alpha of the herd, and so he's kind of checking us out right now, and see how it goes. So you always want to keep your eyes on the animals while you're approaching them. And right now he's sort of looking at you like, who is this person, right? Don't want to make any sudden movements. He's looking at us, right? And we're headed over toward Cochise because we're gonna go see how his.
Aren't there 4?
There are 4. Can you see them?
No.
You only see 3?
Yeah.
I see one all the way down there. Yeah. So we'll go check on him. And he really likes to be brushed, so I brought his brush with us. Would you like to try brushing him? Just watch this little cowboy here, and then you can just brush him just like that. And any stuff that you get left off in the brush, I'll just take with me, because if we leave it in the field, sometimes the cows will eat it and they could get it impacted in their stomach. So after you've brushed a steer, how do you feel about eating steaks?
I like steaks.
You like steaks?
Yes.
All right. Let's see if we can.